but we are going to have some fun today. About 25 minutes or so of a flow yoga. Nothing super intense today, nothing super specific today. So we're not doing like crazy legs today. We're not doing like crazy push-ups today. We are doing full body. Okay, so we are going to start off in child's pose. So everybody go ahead and get onto your mats. Take your socks and shoes off if you have them on. Get yourself comfortable. And just breathe. I'm going to be talking loudly so that everybody can hear me very well. But I want you to just take some big inhales through your nose and long exhales through your nose. Close your eyes and let your forehead rest against your mat and rock it side to side. And just focus on breathing. Every exhale you take, push your chest just a little bit closer to the floor. And lift your elbows a little bit to make this active, and try to bring your hips back to your heels as much as you can. It's okay if your heels don't touch your hips, or your glutes, I should say. Just notice what that feels like. Take a big inhale here and walk your hands over to the right side of your mat with the left hand on top. And rather than crawling your fingertips as far to the right as you can, I prefer that you just try to crawl your fingertips forward. So you're really trying to lengthen your fingertips farther away from your hips. And just breathe. One more inhale here. Exhale back to center. And then let's move to the other side of your mat. Same rules apply here. So try to reach farther away from your hips with your fingertips, rather than super far off to the left side. Deep inhales and deep exhales. Settling into your child's pose. This is probably the lowest your heart rate will get over the next hour, so enjoy it now. One more big inhale here. Exhale back to center, and then on your inhale, you're coming up to a tabletop. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips, and tuck your toes under here in this tabletop, and eyes are on the floor just in front of your fingertips. And lift your knees off of the mat so that you're just barely hovering for 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. First time here, send your glutes up and back. Small bend in your knees. Push your chest a little bit closer to your quads here. And try not to look super far behind you by craning your neck. Try to look about 6 to 12 inches away from the palms of your hands, keeping yourself nice and neutral for your spine. Maybe pedal it out with your knees, bend one knee and then the other, whatever feels good to you. Maybe you lift your heels all the way up on an inhale, and then bring your heels down on the exhale. Whatever you want to do that feels good to warm up your body. You have a couple breaths here in your first downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, crawl your feet a little bit closer to your hands for a ragdoll. Feet are just underneath your hips. Hold on to your elbows, let your upper body hang heavy, and maybe rock yourself side to side. Maybe even close your eyes and play with your awareness of where you're at in space. Relax. As I'm teaching today, I'm going to be moving around a lot. I want you to stay exactly where I put you. So as I move, it's just to help so that I can project what I need you to do vocally. All right, so you guys will stay where you're at the whole time, and I will get into positions as you may need a little more instruction. Right? So from here, you're going to bring your feet together, small sliver of space between your heels, and then release your arms and rotate your wrists a couple times each way as you just look right in front of your toes. And then slow as can be, come all the way up to standing. Palms face forward. Draw your shoulder blades down your back, squeeze your glutes, and lift your kneecaps closer to the ceiling by using your quads. Close your eyes and take a big inhale as your shoulders come all the way up to your ears. And then exhale, bring them down. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down. Your next inhale, you're coming to mountain pose. Arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Rotate your hands so that your pinkies face one another. Draw your belly in. Take a big inhale here. Exhale. Forward. Relax at the bottom. And just breathe. Your forward fold is a place of rest. Stay for one more inhale here. Exhale out all the air. Your inhale is a halfway lift. Flatten out your spine a lot. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Eyes are on the floor about 2 feet in front of your toes. Bring your hips back. Take another inhale here. Then exhale as you step it back for a high plank. Push into your mat a lot and tuck your pelvis towards your rib cage. Puff up the space between your shoulder blades. Take an inhale and come forward about 2 inches. Exhale, lower to a half push-up, chaturanga. Stay here in this half push-up before you top up for an upward facing dog. Tops of the feet on the floor, 4 points of contact. Tops of your feet in your hands. Eyes forward, take an inhale. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. That's your sun A. We're going to do it 2 times, 1 breath, 1 movement. Very simple today, guys. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Your feet are together this time. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten it out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive, back down, forward fold. Inhale is your halfway lift. Exhale, down, high plank, step it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. One more time, small changes here. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel forward, feet together. Inhale is your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to mountain. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. Drop your right hand close to your leg and reach with your left hand, high-fiving the side of the wall over to your right. Lift up through your chest and maybe even look up towards the hand. One more inhale. Reach a little deeper on the exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Right hand high-fives the side of the room on the left. Reach up and maybe even look up. One more inhale. Exhale here. Reach a little deeper. Inhale back to center. Exhale, swan dive, down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back. Let's go in for that chaturanga. Upward facing dog is the inhale. Downward facing dog is the exhale. Moving on to sun B. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, travel forward. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. You're coming all the way down in your chair, but this time your palms are facing the floor. Eyes are just in front of your mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together here and maybe even lift your toes. You're gonna hang out here nice and low. Focus on your core. Everything stays nice and solid through your core. Nice flat back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Use your back muscles. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, single leg mountain, left leg lifts. Toes are towards the ceiling. Knee is right in front of your hip bone. Draw your shoulders down your back. Really playing with your balance here. If you fall out of it, that's okay. Just jump back in. Take an inhale. Stay for your exhale. One more inhale as you reach tall. Exhale, low flying lunge. Step it back in a lunge. Both toes are forward. Your back heel is lifted high towards the ceiling, and you are one long line of energy from your left heel to the crown of your head as your palms face down and you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lots of pressure on that right glute. Stay with me. Exhale out all the air here. Then inhale, forward reaching lunge. Arms just clock forward. Palms are facing one another as you are here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Back foot spin so that it's parallel with the back of the mat. Arms are extended. Your upper body is directly over your hips here, so try not to reach forward. Bring it back so your shoulders are over hips. One long line of energy through your fingertips on both sides as your knee draws forward over your ankle. Stay for an inhale. Stay for an exhale. Inhale, high pyramid. In a high pyramid, your hands are together and your feet are parallel to the mat. Big inhale, look up. Exhale, Prasarita, all the way down, wide-legged forward fold as you relax in Prasarita. Nice and wide all the way through. Play with your weight distribution here. Maybe you come a little bit more forward. Maybe you come backwards. If it feels good in Prasarita, walk your hands over to the left foot and maybe over to the right foot. This is where I want you guys to play a little bit. We're gonna do a handstand or a headstand. So take a seat for a second. If you've been in my Yoga Fusion class before, which many of you have, we like to play with a headstand. A headstand is actually fairly accessible for a lot of us, so I encourage you to try it. We're gonna take another like 2 minutes or so there before we move on, and then we'll get into the flow. Okay, but I do want you to try just because it's fun too. So one thing about a headstand that I think a lot of people have a hard time with is we all want to make a triangle. And what we're looking for is an equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle. I'm not sure, I'm not good, I'm not math. But the one that has equal distances through all of the angles, okay? So when you're looking at that on your mat, you're drawing a perfect triangle here, okay? You don't want an obtuse angle on the one side. Look at me go with geometry today, okay? Happy Easter. So you're right here. Your hands are going to be just under your shoulders to start. Then you're going to place your head equal distance. So from hand to hand, equal distance in front of you. And you're right here. So you want to be on the crown of your head. And then walk your feet and your hips up. Now from here, you can put your knees on your elbows. And you can stay right here. If you want, you can bring your toes up and stay right here. If you really want to get fancy, You can go all the way up. Maybe one leg, maybe two. All right, so I want you guys to try that. We're gonna do it together. I'm gonna walk you through it. So if you haven't already tried, do it with me, okay? Or if you're like, hell no, I'm not doing that, totally fine. We'll meet in child's pose because that is also a really great inversion, okay? So your hands, equal distance. I would say they're about 12 to 18 inches apart. Then that same distance from hand to hand is where you want to put the crown of your head. And I'm talking way up here on the top, okay? Don't put it on your forehead, that's gonna hurt. So crown of the head, knees are on your mat, and then lift your knees. You can stay right here and play with this. Or you can walk so that you put your knees on your elbows and maybe lift your feet off the floor. And maybe that's where you're at today. If you want to go further, maybe you just put one leg up. Then maybe the other. Whatever you want to do. You got about 30 seconds to play with it. So if you fall out, do it again. If you don't have room, find room. If you don't want to, then no. You got some time. I see you, Cole. You're just chilling over there. Good job, you guys. I see it. There you go, Martha. Headstands on Easter Sunday. All right, when you are ready, let's meet in child's pose and take a couple breaths together to recenter ourselves. We're gonna do that one more time. So take some big inhales here and a nice exhale. Then when you're ready, let's meet back in that tabletop. And we're gonna go to the other side. So tuck your toes under and find downward facing dog. Pedal it out again. Notice how you feel here than when you did at the beginning of class. And then when you're ready, bend your knees and look forward. Travel to the top of your mat, feet together. Inhale as you're halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up to mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. You've been here before. Nice straight back, the palms are facing down, eyes are in front of you. Squeeze your knees together. Squeeze your feet. Grip into your mat. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Good. This time, right leg lifts. Single leg mountain. Right leg up. Knees in front of your hips. Flex your toes towards the ceiling. Pinkies face one another by internally rotating your shoulders. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, low flying lunge. Step it back. Both hips are forward. Both toes are forward. Your back heel is lifted high towards the ceiling as you reach forward with your chest and your palms are down. One more inhale. Last exhale here. Inhale for forward reaching lunge. Arms comes forward. The body stays the same. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Open it up right here. So again, your chest is right over your hips. We're not trying to reach forward in a warrior two. You're trying to stay upright, really making this about the strength in your legs. Reach through your fingertips far away from each other. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Inhale, high pyramid all the way up. Look up at your hands that come together. Feet are parallel to the mat. Stay for an inhale and reach higher. Exhale all the way down to the floor here, relax. You can stay right here in a Prasarita. This is another opportunity for you to play with headstand. So if you want to get back into that headstand, you have about 5 cycles of breath to do that, about 30 seconds or so. So give it a shot. Otherwise, stay in Prasarita and enjoy that stretch. Yeah, there you go. I see you. You have nothing to prove to anyone. You are at home and you can do whatever the heck you want. That's the beauty of it all, right? Good, you've got about 2 more cycles of breath here. Meeting back in Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold, chest to the floor. Inhale is a halfway lift. Flatten out your back so that your chest is parallel to the floor, and then reach forward and come down for a low lunge. Back leg is straight and strong, and then from here, you're gonna be back in the downward facing dog. Good. We're gonna take out that headstand and we're gonna move on to a little bit more of a metabolic flow, so listen up for some changes. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, your feet are together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. One breath, one movement. Stay with me. Left leg lifts, single leg mountain. Exhale, back, low flying lunge. Inhale, reach forward, forward reaching lunge. Exhale, warrior two. This is where we change. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm is high to the side. Right arm can be on your elbow. And big bend through your knee. Look up or down. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Inhale all the way up to high pyramid again. Widen out your feet, toes out, find horse pose. I'm gonna face you even though we're in opposite directions. Horse pose is right here, nice and wide, toes are out, knees are out wide. You're staying low and we're gonna pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay low for 3, 2, 1. High pyramid, guys. Look up, take a deep breath, and then all the way down for Prasarita, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, all the way back to that low lunge. Back leg is straight and strong. Inhale, and then come back for downward facing dog. Good job. We're gonna move on to the other side before we go into strength and cardio. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, travel forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. Inhale, single leg mountain, right leg lifts. Exhale, back, low flying lunge. Inhale, forward reaching lunge here. Open up, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Stay in this extended side angle and let your legs really feel this. Front leg is straight and strong. I'm looking up, but you can look down as well, whatever feels better for your neck. Try to bend through that front knee. Big inhale here. One more exhale. Inhale, high pyramid, right back to where we started. Take that rest. Exhale down, Prasarita. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Right into horse from here. So bend your knees, toes are out, lift. We're gonna pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold down at the bottom for 3, 2, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to the front of your mat, low lunge. Bring it back, downward facing dog. Take a breath, drop to your knees. Here we go. All right, you guys, you made it through yoga, 25 minutes in. You are certainly welcome to put your socks and your shoes on. If you need them for strength and conditioning, you can do whatever you want. But we've got about 20 so minutes of strength and conditioning coming up. I'm gonna grab what I need. You get some water, and we're gonna meet back here in like 30 seconds, so not very long. because we're so excited. Okay, guys, so as you're putting your socks and shoes on and grabbing some water, I'm gonna tell you what's going on, all right? So this is what we got. Hi, everybody on Instagram. I actually kind of figured out how to do it, sort of. I don't know how people do it. It's so impressive. Not my thing. All right, so I'm putting my shoes and socks back on, but this is what we've got. So the last couple weeks, Amy and I have been teaching a Tabata-style training. So it's like 45 seconds on, right? And then it was 15 seconds off. So today what I decided to do is I decided that we're gonna do 45 seconds of strength training straight into 15 seconds of metabolic work. So cardio basically, right? So you have 1 minute of solid work. The first 45 is strength, the last 15 is going to be cardio. Then you have 30 seconds to breathe as I explain what we're gonna do next, okay? So I just need you to work and then rest when I tell you to, all right? So we've got some work ahead of us. This is what you're gonna do the first superset. A superset is when you pair any two exercises together, okay? So here's the first one. Strength is gonna be a low plank. Cardio is gonna be a high plank to a jump up, all right? So from here, your low plank, you're gonna be 45 seconds. You do not have to do anything now. I'm just telling you what you've got coming up. So don't make your plank look like this. This is a terrible plank. Push up and then bring your pelvis towards your rib cage here. Push into your mat with your elbows and just stay here for 45 seconds. Then when I say go, you're gonna come up to a high plank and you're gonna jump your feet wide and come down to a low squat. Bring your hands back down, bring it back to a high plank. If that is like, oh, hell no, then you're gonna walk it as much as you can, stay low in a squat, and bring it back. If that's still a no-go, you're gonna bring elbows to knees, right here, nice and smooth, nice and controlled. You have 1 minute of work. I need you to get to your mat right now because you have low planks. In 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds in a low plank, guys. Trying to see if I can see these low planks looking good. Hey. Yep, tuck that pelvis towards your rib cage. Pull the floor together without actually moving your limbs. Try to make that floor smaller. You have 15 seconds before we are up in a high plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it up to that high plank. Jump your feet. Get low in the squat. Come back down. Bring it out. Jump your feet. Get low in that squat. Bring it down. Stay with me. It is at your pace. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. You have 30 seconds to rest as I explain the next thing that we're doing. You've got a single leg squat reach and a reverse jump lunge. So you're going to be right here. Feet are close together, just like this. You're going to reach back behind you, touch, and then bring it back. Reach back behind you, touch, bring it back, all right? So you're always low in that front leg. Then you have a reverse jump squat or reverse jump lunge. From here, you're taking that step back, jump up. Take that step back, jump up. If that doesn't feel good, you're going straight into a reverse lunge. All right, you're going left side reaches first. You're on your right leg. Everyone's going in 3, 2, 1. Left leg comes back, barely touch. Bring it back. Left leg back, barely touch. Bring it back. Stay low on that right leg. Make it work for you. If this does not feel good in your knee, you are not getting low. So stay with me. 20 seconds. 10 seconds, guys. Get low in that right leg. 3, 2, 1. Stand up, stepping back. Lunge, hop. Lunge, hop. If you do not want that, you're just doing the reverse lunge. You've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 30 seconds. You know what you're doing. You know you're doing the other side. So take a break if you need it. Grab some water. Next thing you've got, same thing, but this time we're reaching the right leg back, all right? And I don't know if you know, but we're doing it to Paula Abdul. I feel like that's a good tempo. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Feet together. Let's go. Reach it back. Good. Big bend through that front knee, guys. Stay low. Your upper body is exactly where it needs to be. You got it. 15. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Reverse lunge. Jump up. Keep going. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. You've got 30 seconds to breathe. This is what you got next. We are on the mat. You have a Superman T. You're going to be down on your mat. And from here, just like we did last week, but this week we're really going to work on the back of that shoulder. So you're going to tee out your hands this way, and you're just going to lift and down. Lift and down. 45 seconds right here. Then your arms are forward. You're going to lift up, and you've got those swimmers again. Okay, so 15 seconds in the swimmer, 45 seconds in that T. On your stomach, here we go. 3, 2, 1, 45. This is a really easy exercise to cheat. Don't cheat. Keep your chest up the whole time. Your chest is high. You're really getting the range of motion through the shoulders. So squeeze the shoulder blades together as much as you can, feeling your back muscles. There you go, much better. There you go, Tina. I see you, Amy. 10 seconds, guys. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Wake up those muscles. 3, 2, 1. Arms extended. You've got swimmers. Pump those legs. Pump those arms. It's only 15 seconds. Squeeze your glutes. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. 30 seconds here to relax. This is what you've got next. Last set of exercises before we do it again. Frogger hip thrusts. Working those glutes. You are down on the mat. Feet are together here. And knees are wide. Palms are on the floor. You are lifting your glutes. Then you're back down. Lift the glutes, right back down. Really squeeze every time. Then when you're done with that, you are straight up, nice and quick. You've got your squat jacks. Feet are together, jump wide, come low. Feet together, jump wide, come low, all right? If that doesn't feel good, I want you to just stay right here for 15 seconds in a low squat. You are down on the floor, feet together, guys. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Frogger hip thrust. Feet together, knees wide. Let your head relax against the floor as you lift and squeeze. Good. Hold at the top. Biggest squeeze at the top. There you go. 15 seconds. Try not to bring the glutes all the way back down to the floor. I really want you to stay lifted. Good. Back down just a little. Lift again. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Everyone up. You've got squat jacks. 15 seconds here. Start with your feet together. Jump it wide. Bring it back. Jump it wide. Bring it back. If that doesn't feel good, you are right here and staying in a squat. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Relax. Get some water. You have 60 seconds to breathe. We're going to do it again, all right? You know what's coming up because you've done it before. Woo! Happy Easter. Big deep breaths in. Rest is extremely important during strength training. We're doing strength and cardio, so. All right, guys, we don't have a lot of time before we start again. So again, we are starting with that low plank straight to a high plank with those jump ups into squats. Everyone's in a low plank and ready to go in 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds right here. Push into your shoulder blades. Bring the floor closer together. Really digging your elbows into the floor and pulling them towards your knees. You're halfway. Got it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for that high plank. Jump it wide. Low squat. Bring it back. High plank. Jump it wide. Low squat. Bring it back. Less than 10. 3, 2, 1. Break. Good. Take that second to breathe. You got some time. Next one we've got, remember those low squats that you love so much. Feet are together in the low squat. As low as you can as you reach it back. Remember, your 45 seconds right here, really focusing on that front glute to work for you. All right, feet together. Everybody's low, reaching back with your right foot in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reach back. Eyes are on the floor in front of you, keeping yourself in a nice and neutral spine. Good. The lower you go in that front leg, the more you're going to feel that glute work for you. You're more than halfway. Now, if you've got it, I want you to slow it down. It's not about speed. It's not about rest. It's about strength. Slow it down. Good. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stand up. Reverse lunge to that hop. Right leg back. Hop it up. You've got 15. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a break. We're going to go to the other side. Who's having fun? I can see you. Hey. I like that Cole is working out outside. I can't see everybody, but I like what's happening right now. Hey, Tina. I can see Tina. All right, other side. Ready? Left leg steps back. You are low in that lunge. In 3, 2, 1. Step it back nice and slow. Good. Keep it controlled. Nice. You've got 15. There we go. Now I can see everyone. Sarah, Kylie, Gabe, Amy, Roxanne. Keep going. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody stand up. Reverse that lunge. Take a hop. Good job. If you hate the hop, hate it because it's hard, not because it hurts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, guys, we are down and you have those Supermans with the T's. Remember, with that T, you are really looking for major back movement here, okay? So big squeeze. I don't want you to do this. I want you to puff up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and go back. Everyone's going in 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds, and we're moving on to swimmers. Nice. Good job, Tracy. You got it, Ashley. Good, stay in it. 20 seconds. Biggest squeeze through the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms extended, legs extended. You're here for swimmers. It's only 15 seconds, guys. Squeeze your glutes. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. We got 30 seconds here. Then we're back into those stronger hip thrusts. Really big focus on your glute medius. That's a really stubborn part of your booty that does not want to work. So we love this one, all right? All right. Everybody's down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, knees wide. Lift the hips, squeeze the glutes. Bring it back down. Try not to touch the floor as you bring it back down. Keep it nice and strong through the glutes. Halfway. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are up quick, guys. You got 15 seconds. Stand up tall. Squat jacks. Jump it out. Get low before you bring it back. It's a quick 15. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. 60 seconds to rest. Grab your water as you need it. Relax. Good job. All right, I know right now, since I can't hear any of you, you're definitely thinking, are we seriously doing this again? Who's thinking that? Yeah, okay. No, we are not seriously doing that again exactly the way that it was. All right, this time we are going to drop off the strength And we have got 30 seconds in each of those cardio movements, all right? You only have 10 seconds to transition from one move to the next. I want to make sure we have a solid cool down at the end of the workout, all right? So here we go. First thing you have those squats right here. So you're starting in that high plank, going right here. Okay, 30 seconds. Then you're going to go in for that reverse lunge to hop, but you've got 30 seconds on each side. Then you're in for swimmers. Then you're in for squat jacks. Then you are done with all of the really hard work. Are you ready? All right, here we go. We're down for those squats with the jump ups, okay? High plank is where you start. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds, guys. Good. Take your time, you're halfway there. Watch that low back, squeeze your glutes, keep your core tight. 3, 2, 1. Break. 10 seconds to transition. Feet are together here. Nice and low. Right leg comes back first. Here we go. Step, jump. Step, jump. 30 seconds. Good. Take your modification as you need it, but I also want you to remember this is the last time you are here, so empty the tank. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. Everyone stand up, other side. Leg reaches. Let's go. Nice. Good. Keep that chest upright. Try not to lean forward as you come down. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the floor, you've got swimmers. 30 seconds. I know you want to kiss the floor right now. It's so good to be there. All right, let's go. 30 seconds starts now. Lift. You have less than 1 minute of hard work before we relax and cool down. Stay with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick transition. Everybody stands up. You've got those squat jacks. Feet start together. Jumping it out in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds of work, guys. Come on. Less than 10 seconds. Don't you stop. 3, 2, 1. Now stop. Good job. Grab some water. Relax. Excellent work. I want you to take your time here. So grab your water, but when you're ready, we are going to meet on your mat in a seated position first. We will end in Shavasana, but we have a good solid 5 to 7 minutes of really cooling down, all right? So when you're ready, meet me on the mat. Cross-legged, seated on your knees, lotus if you're that fancy, half lotus if you're semi-fancy, half fancy, whatever. Breathe, relax. Hands on your knees, close your eyes, and let your breathing return to normal. Try to take a deeper inhale and a longer exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more deep breath here. Long exhale. Extend your legs long out in front of you. Have a small bend in your knee if that feels good, and you're just gonna reach forward for your toes or your calves or whatever you have accessibility to. But you're just gonna reach forward here and open up the low back and open up your hamstrings. I'm gonna show you what this looks like from the side. So a lot of times we kind of bend at the upper back to get to this position. What I'm really looking for is for you to hinge at the hips and keep the lower back as straight as you can as you come forward and then reach. And so you're leading with your chest. Again, bend your knees as much as you need to for that to feel good. Eyes are forward. Couple more breaths here. And then everybody's right back up. You're gonna take that right knee close to you and then flip it over towards the other side. So it's on the other side of your left leg. And I want you to take your elbow and wrap it around. So I don't want you to hook today. Okay? I want you to wrap it around like it's your best friend. And then take your right hand next to your hip behind you, lengthen through the crown of your head, pull your knee close to you so you feel that stretch through your glute, and then turn the body back behind you. Every time you exhale, try to lengthen a little bit more and twist. And then release back to center. We're gonna go to the other side. So right leg extended, left foot on the outside of your right knee. Take the inside of that elbow, hook it around your knee. Pull your knee closer to you first, then take your left hand back behind you, lengthen through the crown of your head and turn. Really getting a good glute stretch while you turn through that body and get the movement. One more inhale here. Let's exhale back to center. Bring your feet together in front of you. And I want you to try to bring your heels just a little bit closer to you as you draw your knees out. Some of us might look like this, and that's totally okay. Okay, we're just gonna need to work on maybe your hip rotation a little bit. So maybe more on that later. But otherwise, your feet are gonna come as close to you as you can. And I want you to actively draw your knees down so you feel a great stretch for your hip adductors. That's over here on the inside of your thigh. Chest is up tall first, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then when you're ready and you want to kind of come forward, bring your chest forward and maybe you're coming down to your elbows, letting your upper body and your spine just bend all the way through. Everybody's back up. We're going to lay down on our mats or on the floor, whatever whatever you want. Draw your knees into your chest here. Close your eyes and roll your knees in one circle one way, another circle the other way. And then tee out your arms, palms can face up or down, whatever you want, and let your knees drop over to the left side as you look over to the right. Modified supine twist. Lift the knees back to center. Let's go to the other side. The knees drop over to the right. As you look over to the left, close your eyes and just relax. Knees back to center. Final pose, of course, is Shavasana. So bring your knees into your chest to start. Maybe lift every part of your upper body towards the knees. Big squeeze through every muscle that you can. And then release to Shavasana. Arms by your side, palms face up. Close your eyes. Toes flop open with your legs lengthened towards the floor. And relax. I want you to stay on the floor as I bring you through some breathing. We're going to go 4 seconds on your inhale, 4 seconds on a hold, and then you're going to exhale for 4 seconds. So take your right hand and place it on your heart for me, and your left hand and place it on your belly. And I really want you to feel your belly rise and fall as you breathe. So from here, let's exhale out all the air and meet there together as a team. Keep your eyes closed as you inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep doing that on your own comfortable cadence with your breathing. And maybe even slow it down a little bit more. Or maybe you just return to your normal rhythmic breath. When it's time to guide you out of Shavasana, you will hear me. Until then, breathe, enjoy, and relax. It's days like today that are the holidays that we wish we could be with the people that we love. But it's also days like today where we should appreciate most who we are. Because it's who we are that gets us through every day. And that's what should be appreciated. When you're ready, take one final inhale here in Shavasana. Open your mouth and give me a very long exhale. And then come up to a seated position, whatever feels best for you. Still under closed eyes, and bring your hands to heart center. It's here in my heart that I am so grateful, and I know Amy is so grateful to have people that love health and fitness the way that we do. And that's you. I raise my hand up to my third eye center and I bow to you in appreciation. Namaste.